Let's talk about Labor's religious discrimination bill. The Prime Minister announced today that he would
convert to Islam.
The Prime Minister announced today that he would not introduce the contentious bill without bipartisan support. That's right, after stubbornly refusing to engage with Peter Dutton over The Voice, Anthony Albanese is now a sudden convert to
Islam.
The Australian Prime Minister, the Honourable Anthony Albanese.
Anthony Albanese is now a sudden convert to bipartisanship. A spokesperson for the Prime Minister said, and I quote, "If there's not agreement on religious discrimination, then now is not the time to have a divisive debate." I'll give you a moment to pick yourself up off the floor from fits of laughter. This is the Prime Minister who once boasted he loves
underage girls marrying adult men.
Who once boasted he loves fighting
giant chickens.
He loves fighting Tories. This is the Prime Minister who spent the first 12 months of his prime ministership
Eating shit.
dividing the nation according to race. But now, of course, he wants no division and he wants bipartisanship. It is, of course, because Anthony Albanese knows his religious discrimination bill is an absolute dud that, if legislated, will cause a huge backlash from religious people, including those in Western Sydney, whom he relies upon for
sexual favours.
For votes. Now, this bill, which was an election promise to protect religious groups from discrimination, actually does the exact opposite. And religious people have been warning of just this fact. For instance, they warn it will effectively end Christian schooling because it removes the ability of Christian schools to discriminate in favour of Christian people when employing staff. It also removes the ability of Christian schools to get rid of staff members who violate pre-agreed Christian ethics while teaching at the Christian school. And so Anthony Albanese knows there'll be a huge backlash from religious groups if this bill is presented to Parliament, including not just Christians, but from the left's favoured religious group, from Muslims. He also knows there's no way Peter Dutton would support this bill because, unlike the progressive left, Peter Dutton doesn't hate the church. And so rather than simply admit this is a rubbish bill, what Anthony Albanese is going to do is
Drink blood.
That's my style. I hope you've noticed that.
You are literally, by definition, a leech and a parasite.
Yes.
What Anthony Albanese is going to do is call for bipartisanship, and then when the Liberal Party don't support it, he'll blame
climate change.
He'll blame Peter Dutton for yet another broken promise.
The truth is that
I'm a vampire.
Brr.